Backstage untuk kedua kolom yang kedua dan ketiga ni tak ada apa yang berlaku lah dekat backstage sebab dia tidak melibatkan IT. Okay. Untuk act yang kedua pula, di mana customer dah berada di dalam kedai. Bila customer dah berada di dalam kedai, dia akan ada some drinks contoh. Okay, sebelum masuk dalam kedai tu, ni very high profile restaurant lah. Dia ada cocktails, serve cocktail dulu, lepas tu baru arrange for seating. And then customer order food and wine, and then wine service. Okay. Mungkin in your exam tak perlulah buat sampai 4 processes ni. Mungkin boleh terus buat seating, order food, and lastly bill lah. Lastly okay, sama macam tadi, dia perlu ada line of interaction. Line of interaction ni bila you deliver the food to table, the contact person itself, maksudnya visible action lah. Line of visibility, invisible action. Ini dekat, ingat tak tadi kita kata kita punya blueprint tu perlu ada dua keadaan. Satu front stage dengan back stage. Okay? The front stage ni apa yang dia nampak lah, apa yang customer nampak. At the back stage ni start daripada line visibility, line of internal or physical interaction. Okay? Okay, so far faham tak macam mana nak buat blueprint ni? Yang penting perlu ada ni lah. Front stage, back stage, lepas tu timeline, lepas tu line of interaction, line of visibility, line of internal physical interaction. Internal physical interaction means dekat belakang ataupun backstage ialah secara internal lah kan. Customer tak nampak. Okay. Bila dah masuk dekat bill ni, ialah already act 3, iaitu time for closing the drama lah, maknanya closing the show. Okay. So bila kita nak close the show tu, we must ensure that the customer really satisfied with our service, so that kenapa kita nak customer tu satisfied with our service? Sebab kita nak dia datang semula dan kita tak nak dia complain. Okay? So ada beberapa line dekat sini. Tengok backstage, front stage. Dekat front stage tu ada apa? Ada timeline, ada act. Act tu stage yang keberapa Act 1 ni stage 1 lah. Line of interaction, siapa yang interact dengan customer tersebut. Line of visibility maksudnya ada, maknanya di sinilah terpisah antara front stage dengan back stage. And then line of internal physical interaction, maksudnya apa yang berlaku dekat belakang tabir. Okay. Okay, line of internal ni dekat sini ada dua. Line of internal physical interaction, line of internal IT interaction. So anything that happen at backstage tu dipanggil sebagai line of internal. W dengan F ni ialah point fail ataupun risk of excessive weight. Maknanya dekat F ni mungkin ada kesilapan kita bercakap dengan customer ataupun kesilapan kita deliver the quality tak menepati kualiti yang customer nak. Okay, bila dekat bill payment ni pun kadang-kadang kita nak bayar bill tu lambat sangat bill tu keluar kan. Kadang-kadang kita tunggu lama dekat counter tu sebab internet line tak okay lah, so tak boleh nak bayar pakai card, whereas everyone is using card right now. Okay, so ingat page 241, 242, 244, 245 ni, so study lebih sikit because you're going to design tau, so I expect jawapan you kena ada kotak-kotak macam ni lah. Tapi kalau boleh ambil servis yang singkat lah, tak perlulah nak ambil servis yang panjang-panjang macam dekat dalam buku ni lah Okay, so faham tak apa itu 3-act? 3-act, apa dia panggil tadi? 3-act performance.
InsyaAllah Doktor faham.
Faham ya? Okay, saya harap you all baca semula 241 tu lah. Right. Sekejap tengah bang. Okay, next will be service environment. Service environment ni penting untuk you tahu kerana they are going to ask you on the values yang customer nak ataupun values yang penting dalam service environment ni atau kita panggil service scape. Okay, ambience macam tu lah. Okay, dan dia akan minta you Dia akan minta you senaraikan ataupun buat service environment tersebut. Oh, sorry, that is about Bitner service scape. Bitner service scape. Bitner service scape. Okay. So, kejap. Cari Bitner. Okay. Ini muka surat 300. I think in chapter 10. Okay, you have to read the service value ataupun the value in service scape ni lah. Okay, kenapa service scape ni penting? Sebab dia ada kaitan dengan quality, position, differentiate and strengthen the brand. That's why service scape ni important. Service scape tu apa? Service scape tu termasuklah key dimension of service environment like ambience condition, layout, sign, symbol and artifact, appearance of service employees and other customers. Okay, selepas customer melalui service scape, our service environment tu, our service scape tu kan, lepas customer melaluinya, dia ada internal responses, also behavioral responses. Okay, yang penting sekarang ialah Bitner service scape model ni lah. Okay, let's see. Ingat tak kita ada discuss berkenaan dengan hotel, these two hotel apa beza dia. Hotel ni mungkin a bit simple, hotel ni lebih luxury. And they can minta you untuk what we call it? Untuk memberikan apakah core component of value proposition dalam industri tertentu. For example, resort industry versus retail industry. Apakah core component yang paling penting? Okay. Atau fast food versus hotels. Apakah yang penting? Core values yang penting di situ. So mungkin you boleh cakap kalau core values yang penting as according to Bitner. Okay, ini Russell kita tak ambil. Kita nak Bitner. Ialah what we call it, ialah employee response, contoh as moderator. Okay, employee response and also and beyond. Dan you berilah contoh kalau ambient condition dekat hotel macam mana, dekat retail outlet macam mana. Space dia pula macam mana, sign and symbol dia pula macam mana. Itulah values yang ada dalam environmental dimension. Okay. And dalam Bitner ni, service ataupun employee responses are very, very important because they are the moderator of this of this model. Moderator maksudnya menyumbang kepada pembangunan ataupun kejayaan model tersebut lah. Model ini selain daripada environmental dimension. So untuk sebuah perniagaan berjaya mengambil hati ataupun berjaya dalam deliver the service tu, it is important to ensure that the employee responses ni perlulah dijaga dan customer responses juga perlu dijaga selain daripada environmental dimension seperti ambient condition, space or function, sign, symbol and artifact. Okay. So basically figure 10.9 ni pentinglah untuk you identify elemen ataupun values untuk service environment. Faham ke?
InsyaAllah doktor. Doktor matikan chat dekat Webex tu
Matikan chat? Tak pasti pula. Kenapa?
Sebab tak boleh nak chat.
Oh ya ke? Tak ada pula. Mungkin kot. Sekejap
Tak tahulah saya punya ke apa, tapi kalau saya tak boleh. Dia kata chat is unavailable.
Ni ada ni je saya chat. Saya letak.
Saya punya kot doktor tak boleh. Tak tahulah.
Punya kot.
Dia kata unavailable, saya tak boleh nak tulis apa-apa. Tak apa.
Okay. So dekat LO4 ni, three main dimension of service environment. As I mentioned tadi, dekat environment dimension ataupun service environment dimension tu, dia ada effect of ambience condition. And what is ambience? Inilah exterior facilities, general interior, store layout, interior display, social dimension, and they are talking about retail shop. Okay, yang ini design elements ataupun design elements berdasarkan kepada retail store environment. Okay, example, kalau exterior facilities tu kita boleh we can say about macam mana style store tersebut. Okay, style store tersebut mungkin berbentuk banyak decoration ataupun architecture yang melambangkan kebudayaan restoran Melayu contoh. So ada banyaklah kayu-kayu macam itulah. Kalau modern dia akan window display dia akan jadi modern, entrances dia akan lebih simple, visibility dia akan lebih tegak je visibility dia kalau modern punya konsep. Okay. Okay, ni satu value dia. Okay, satu dimension dia. Ada lagi satu. And then ada spatial layout and functionality, sign, symbol and artifact. Okay, so you all perlu baca ni lah sampai LO7 ni tau untuk menjawab soalan tersebut lah. And people are part of the service environment too. For example, tadi saya cakap lah, the customer and the staff are also part of the service environment. Okay, for example, kalau pelanggan staff tu tak pakai baju uniform, dia tak nampak lah uniformity of the restaurant, contoh macam tu eh. Okay, basically you have to read from page berapa tadi? 300 sampai 300. Yang Russell ni tak payah baca, yang kena baca ialah Business Servicescape tu. Okay, nanti you have to be ready with 2 industry 2 industri, maknanya dia nakkan 2 industri punya servicescape tau. Service environment macam tu. Ini pula ialah service environment as perceived by the customer. Okay, inilah maksud saya dia minta you beri 2 values. So you berilah 2 values daripada 2 industri. Okay. Alright, itu salah satu daripada soalan dia. Then we go to dah 2 tadi kan, satu blueprint, satu service environment, business servicescape. Lepas tu we are chapter 9 we are talking about demand and capacity. Soalan yang akan keluar ialah berkenaan dengan capacity. Oh, okay. So, you mungkin boleh conting-conting kat kertas macam mana you nak buat blueprint untuk self-service laundry shop. Okay, tetapi menggunakan a 3-act performance lah. Okay, sekarang ni we are going to talk about capacity management. Okay, we need to know macam mana nak adjust the demand to match the capacity, satu. Yang kedua, we need to know kenapa capacity management tu is significant to service firms, ya. Kenapa capacity management is significant to service firm. Okay, kenapa dia penting? Okay, kerana satu, kita selalu ada situation excess of demand. Yang kedua, demand kita exceed optimum capacity menyebabkan staff penat dan operation penat, so menyebabkan service delivery low lah. Okay. And then ia menyebabkan optimum capacity lah. Okay, optimum capacity. Also kita ada situation excess capacity di mana tak ada demand tapi ada capacity. Okay, so that is why it is important lah. So ini ialah time cycle 1, time cycle 2 di mana volume capacity utilized yang atas kali ni puncak dia menyebabkan demand exceed capacity. Okay. Tetapi tengok excess of capacity dia banyak sangat dekat bawah ni. So apa kita nak buat? Kita akan waste the demand lah, waste the capacity of the firms. Okay. So kita akan membazirkan cost. Okay, this is the building blocks of effective capacity and demand management. Okay, firstly you need to know lah apa itu capacity kan. Capacity itu ialah apa facilities yang kita berikan kepada customer lah. Contoh kalau dekat hotel room, kalau dekat restoran tu seats kan. Lepas tu kita pun ada physical facilities yang kita design untuk store the goods ataupun the parking, okay. Physical equipment yang kita ada, the staff and also the infrastructure like toilets dan sebagainya. Okay, there are two strategies for us to manage capacity, sama ada kita stretch ataupun kita shrink. Sekiranya staff tak banyak dan customer ramai, kita kena reduce amount of time spent in process by minimizing slack of time lah. Okay, itu dalam strategi stretch and shrink. Ini pula strategi untuk match the capacity and demand. Satu, kita kena schedule downtime during periods of low demand, maknanya mungkin kalau low demand tu kita tutuplah kitchen. Okay, for example macam tu. Yang kedua ialah cross-train employees so that the employee can do multiple jobs. Okay, maybe orang ke kitchen boleh buat housekeeping pada masa yang critical, ataupun gunakan part-time employees, atau invite the customer to perform self-service kalau dah tak cukup sangat orang. Ask customer to share their experience, for example dengan customer yang lain, so that it will smooth the registration process ataupun contoh bila you masuk dekat restoran, you pun tak tahu konsep restoran tu macam mana, self-service ke, ambil order ke kan, atau ambil order dan suruh dia orang masak hantar kat station ke, kita pun tak tahu. So kalau customer tu share pengalaman dia dekat social media, then the next customer who's coming tu boleh lihat dan belajar dulu berkenaan dengan perkara tersebut. Okay. Jadi bila dia masuk ke restoran you, dia dah tahu dah what's the flow in your restaurant. Okey, sekejap ya. Okey, dalam chapter ni you need to know why capacity management is important. Okay, satu, and then number dua, how can we adjust demand to match the capacity. Ini how to manage the demand. Ni yang ni 9.6 ni. 9.6 dalam chapter 9. Kalau di buku dia di page mana? Chapter 9. Lepas chapter 8 tu lah, tapi muka surat dia saya tak jumpa ni. Chapter 10. Okey. Okay, firstly you need to know why is it important for us to manage the demand and also fully utilize the capacity. And then you need to know what are the strategy that we can use to manage the demand lah. Yang lebih jelas di PowerPoint tadilah, familiar 5 basic ways to manage demand, alternative demand management strategies. Dia ada 1, 2, dia ada 2 strategi ataupun dia ada 5 strategi sebenarnya. So you baca dekat 9.6 tu lah, ya. Dekat sini saya tak nampak kat mana 9.6 dia. Ni kotak ni, table 9.2 ni. Okay, take no action. Okay, dia ada dua situation capacity situation, insufficient capacity ataupun insufficient demand. So if you take no action, tak adalah apa masalah, bukan masalah lah, tak adalah apa-apa yang you boleh betulkan, you just accept je lah apa situasi tertentu, okay. Tapi customer may be disappointing bila we have excess demand and insufficient capacity. Okay. And then the second strategy is to manage demand through marketing mix element. Satu, by using the pricing punya increase or lowering the prices. Okay. And then also communication, letting the customer know how many rooms are we operating on full occupancy ataupun low occupancy. Okay, that will give some picture to the customer on what to expect in terms of your service. Okay. Sebagai contoh kat klinik tu dia bagi nombor dan dia akan berikan you tahu you dalam giliran keberapa. So you may that is yang itu maksudnya dia gunakan marketing mix in terms of communication. Di mana dia beritahu you pada masa ni we are so big, you will be served late. So please consider a long wait lah. Okay, yang tu digunakan communication. Inventory demand using a queuing system. So match appropriate queue configuration to service process. Kalau demand excess lah, kalau tak ada demand, tak applicable lah benda ni kan. Okay. And then inventory demand using a reservation system. Okay. Reservation system ni akan menyebabkan you tahu which day lebih banyak kosong dan you faham lah that you will get a better service than service yang hari yang penuh dengan customer. Mereka juga boleh menggunakan reservation system juga, mereka boleh nampak slot yang mana yang ada ramai customer, so they can suggest the customer to go during off-peak periods. Okay. Okay, dan boleh baca lah muka surat 279 sampai habis. Banyak tau ni. Banyaklah yang dia boleh cerita berkenaan dengan waiting time, services dalam waiting time. Dua lapan sembilan dua sembilan satu. Kira 10 muka surat. Okay. Kira sebagai conclusion, the other question will you need to know about LO6. LO6. Demand can be managed in the following 5 basic ways. Okay. So mahirkan LO6 ni untuk you jawab soalan lah. And LO1. Alright. So far ada soalan tak? So far ada soalan tak? And the last chapter that I want you to know and want to discuss is chapter 12. Chapter 12 is about customer relationship management. And what's related to customer relationship management is customer churn. Nama dia customer churn. Okay, customer churn. Apakah itu customer churn? Okay, customer churn ni ada dalam chapter 12. Chapter 12 dia cakap berkenaan dengan importance of customer loyalty and value analysis. Who are the actual and who are the potential customer value? What are the loyalty drivers? Apakah yang menyebabkan orang loyal kepada you? And also how to reduce customer churn. Customer churn tu customer failure. Okay, churn tu ialah failure. Churn tu ialah apa? Churn, failure. Okay. Ataupun customer defect. Means LO11. Okay. The effect of customer churn ni ialah customer tu boleh menjadi bad mouth. Dia boleh bad mouth our company, satu. Dia juga boleh berpindah kepada, dia juga akan practice brand switching. So if we could reduce customer defect or customer churn, we could reduce brand switching as well. Okay. So there are strategies for reducing customer defect. One is to analyze customer defection and monitor declining account. Okay, among the key reason why customers switch to another provider is because of the core service failure, dissatisfactory service encounter, unfair pricing, inconvenience of time delays, poor response to service failure. Okay, so these are the factors. Ini ada tiga drivers lah. Kenapa berlakunya service switching. So how we address key churn drivers? We need to deliver quality service, minimize inconvenience and non-monetary costs, also having fair and transparent pricing. Lepas tu ada juga industry related drivers. For example, handset replacement for cell phone service subscribers. Ini lebih kepada certain industry lah, okay. Okay. Untuk proactive retention measures, dia ada juga menggunakan teknik call center. Okay, call center ni akan call the company ataupun akan call the customer ataupun akan chit-chat with customer in order to retain the customer yang ada masalah lah. Okay. Okay, implement effective complaint handling and service recovery procedures, one of the strategy. Another two is to increase switching cost. For example, kalau you nak terminate Astro, dia akan hantar juga bill dekat you supaya you you bayar bil tersebut. Ataupun sekarang ni yang popular ialah they have a contract service yang mana you tak boleh switch brand in terms of telecommunication sebab you dah ada contract dengan diorang selama 2 tahun. Okay, contoh. Itu maksudnya dia increase switching cost. Kalau nak tukar, boleh tapi kena bayar 2 tahun servis tu. Okay, itu untuk reduce churn lah. Ataupun transfer fees. Selalu ada perkara, ada transfer fees kalau nak switch. Okay, itulah dua strategi lah. Implement effective complaint handling and service recovery procedures, also increase switching cost. Yang ketiga ialah address key churn drivers. Kita nak address macam mana, secara proaktif ataupun reaktif. Kalau yang tadi tu, yang safe team tu ialah reactive measures. Bila perkara tu dah berlaku baru dia nak selamatkan customer tu. Tetapi kalau proaktif ni, dia perlu make sure semuanya adalah transparent between dia dengan customer, the service delivered is of high quality. So dia adalah proaktif lah. For example, Astro, bila dia menggunakan a new advanced box yang baru kan, dia akan call kita dan cakap, Cik nak tukar tak kepada yang baru, kami bagi free sahaja. Itu kita panggil proaktif. Okay, box receiver box yang baru tu. Tapi kalau customer tu dah meroyan ataupun dah komplain banyak-banyak, kita panggil tu sebagai, dan kita mulalah call untuk servis dia, tu ialah reactive action. Okay. So ada 3 perkara yang dia boleh buat. 1, address key churn drivers. Yang kedua, implement effective complaint handling and service recovery procedures. And yang ketiga, increase switching costs. Okay. Okay, yang mana satu yang you all tak faham? So another one. Ada 4 tau sebenarnya. Analyze customer defection and monitor declining accounts. Dan dia ada churn diagnostic as mentioned here. Nampak tak kat sini? Dia ada churn diagnosticnya. To gain better understanding why customer defect, why customer left the company. Juga dia ada churn alert system. Kalau dia tengok customer tu tak banyak spend, dia akan mula create conversation ke ataupun offer, bagi more offer to the customer. Macam tu And then address key churn drivers and implement effective complaint handling and service recovery procedures and increase switching costs. So ada 4 ya strategi. Apa dia? Cuba tengok. Ingat lagi tak? Okay, apakah macam mana nak manage customer churn? Apakah itu customer churn?
Tak ingat, Doktor.
Tak ingat macam mana nak jawab soalan? Okay, saya sharekan. Stop sharing. Chapter 12 punya punya PowerPoint ya. Okay, ini tadi ada apakah yang menyebabkan customer switch. Okay, ada 3 sebab. Satu, service failure. Yang kedua, salah value proposition. Yang ketiga ialah others lah, like ethical problem, involuntary switching. Okay, how to reduce customer defection is by to address the key churn drivers lah. Among the key churn drivers tu ialah deliver quality service, reduce inconvenience and non-monetary costs, have fair and transparent pricing, industry-specific drivers like proactive dengan reactive action by the service provider. Macam active action tu termasuklah save team, okay, and then implement effective complaint handling and service and recovery procedure. Make sure your company ada effective complaint handling lah, and then increase the switching cost. Okay, ada beberapa ni. You boleh baca dekat dalam muka surat tadi tu lah. Okay, so far ada berapa soalan yang akan keluar dalam final exam? Cuba bagi tahu saya. Ada berapa exam yang akan keluar dalam final exam? Ada berapa soalan yang saya dah cover? Cuba tulis dekat chat.
Empat, Doktor.
Betul, 4. How to build blueprint, capacity management, customer defects. Yes, customer churn, yeah, customer churn. Of course, Salma, saya bagi buku tu, Services in Marketing. Okay, so I hope you can read, tak banyak pun, mungkin dalam 20 pages je yang you kena baca. So please read thoroughly and buatlah blueprint tu, sebab blueprint tu a bit sukar pada pandangan saya. Tapi just ikut sahaja elemen yang ada di dalam blueprint tersebut lah. Okay, ada soalan tak? Dah bersedia ke untuk memainkan you all punya video for presentation?
InsyaAllah sedia doktor.
Okey, kumpulan mana nak main dulu? Kumpulan dah ready maksudnya semua orang ada dalam kumpulan
Ya doktor, ada.
Jangan you all tak ada dalam kumpulan, nanti saya nak bagi markah, dah tak tahu nak bagi markah berapa. Okey, semua ada dah ni, saya nampak. Ada siapa nak present dulu tak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Saya bukan ada 20 orang student ke? Ada 19 ya? Saya rasa dalam assignment, self assignment ataupun assignment perseorangan, baru ada 18 orang je yang hantar. Lagi seorang tu nak hantar ke tak nak? Mohon hantarlah ya, sebab kalau tak saya tak boleh nak bagi markah carry mark nanti. Okey, kumpulan mana yang nak Okay, you all, kumpulan mana yang nak buka dulu, yang nak?
Grup doktor, grup 4 doktor. Kita nak present dulu. Dah share dalam.
Nak saya buka ke? Buka. Buka boleh?
Boleh doktor. Rina, jom Rina.
Thank you. Okay, student saya ada 19 orang.
Doktor sekejap ya doktor.
Boleh.
To Dr. Zafir and also my fellow colleagues, Farhan. We are from group 4. We are choose for our product organizer is Starbucks, and my colleagues Farhan, Aziz, Hafiz, Amir will explain each of the points here, which is already done as poster. Okay, first of all, Farhan will explain about the Starbucks Corporation. Okay, Farhan, please start your points.
Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Farhan. So I'm going to start the first point. Starbucks didn't begin as a large corporation. Starbucks didn't begin as a large corporation. Rather than a cafe, they began as a coffee bean business. On March 30, 1921, Gordon Booker, Jerry Baldwin, and Stuff Sale, the company's co-founder, unveiled the first Starbucks in Seattle's Pike Place Market. The little the title was influenced by Moby Dick, a well-known book by author Herman Melville. Starbuck was the name of the first mate on the ship, the Pequod. Okay, so for the next point.
Hello, I'm Haziq. How do they get Starbucks name? Have you ever wondered where the name Starbucks came from? According to Trillis, Starbucks refers to the first mate in Herman Melville's books, Moby Dick. The original name was going to be Pequod, the name of the Moby Dick whaling ship. Okay, continue.
Okay. My name is Hafiz. The Starbucks donation in 2016, Starbucks announced a plan to donate 100% of its leftover food to feed the hungry. The plan was going to affect all 7,000 US locations. They partnered with Feeding America to donate unsold meals like sandwich and salads. And it was all due to their barista speaking up. The Starbucks Foundation support thriving community through grant to non-profit organization across the country to coffee and tea growing communities around the world.
My name is Zah. But what is Starbucks relationship with their customer, which is Starbucks remain popular and well known due to the numerous service that they offer to their customers. Not only do the customer get free Wi-Fi and the opportunity in their and they also give you personalized cups and never forget your order.
Okay, I will continue. My name is Amir. Starbucks offers relative card as a part of the Starbucks Rewards loyalty program. These cards appear to have gone over well with customers. They have become a marketing success story.
I'm sorry, may I the point about the loyalty cards? The reason why
Pardon me
as
now?
the cards they reward loyalty program are effective at getting customer to make purchases. And when the customer receive price, appreciated. And the application is ideal for collecting data on each customer so that the analyze the consumer trends and also develop new. And I'm going to pass over the next point to the next presenter. Ina?
Hi, my last point is a caffeine amount. Okay, so this is a point which is for the Starbucks. If you order a venti whenever you are feeling extra exhausted and you really need a boost, if let's say, if myself, if the working place is very stressed and also we are looking for something, I want to drink, starving anything, so of course I will order for hot cup of Starbucks. If that one is we can get a boost. So and also it's not a wrong also. It seems like a logical assume that larger cup sometimes when you order is a more caffeine and also the smaller cup is a less caffeine also sometimes because you have to order you have to choose the flavor which is more cafe latte, cafe mocha, flat white and also got a cold and hot also lot of varieties. And also, according to the anonymous former Starbucks employee, and both Grande and Venti espresso drinks contain 2 shots of espresso, at least in the location that they work at. If let's say you all visit to the station of the Starbucks in JB, you know, right, which are the places in Starbucks, you can see the espresso machine over there, and then you can visit there. You have a lot of coffee types of caffeine in the coffee, so they will blend on the spot and pass to the customer when they order according to the flavors. And these are our group already present, and also for the fun fact about the Starbucks, and these are the interesting for the Starbucks. That's all from our group. Thank you.
Doctor, any comment, doctor?
I think in the future you need to put more pictures rather than words to make
Okay,
your
doktor, confused je nak
to make your
actually ada banyak, doktor. Actually kita dah buat banyak. Dalam report tu dah ada banyak.
tapi
Ya.
presentation patutnya kena ada banyak gambar sikit lah.
Noted, doktor.
It's okay. Right, thank you. Next group.
Doktor, group 2 nak present.
Baiklah, group 2.
Sekejap ya.
Nampak tak?
Okey, dah nampak.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Zafir and friends. We are from group 2, Shuhada, Zarina, Yana and Hazika. Today we will present our group project, which is we choose a travel agency, and company name is Jalan-Jalan Sempurna Sendirian Berhad. We had interview founder of Jalan-Jalan Sempurna Sendirian Berhad, Mr. Muhammad Rija Ramsah. Their company are generally skilled agents who specialize in organizing tours and retail travel agency. They also designing and developing a tour involves determining an itinerary, arranging for tour escort, and making travel and accommodation reservation for traveller. As per advice Mr. Rizal, today traveller have the option of researching and booking everything they need online without the help of a travel agent. As technology nowadays are increasing, being used to market destination, people can now choose to book tours with a particular agency or agent, or they can fully independent travelers to create their own itineraries. As the travel agency, Mr. Rizal also facing the challenge like other travel agency in the world. A majority of the challenges are associated with the operation involved in the travel agency business. With the growing demand of exclusive travel opportunities, these travel agencies are being riddled with some major stumbling blocks. One of the most critical operational challenge for travel agency like Mr. Rizal facing is complexities in service requirement, which is every customer expect that the travel agency will deliver services in line with the exact request met. Even if a travel agency were to consider it, the logistics of managing this special request and teleservice standards will be extremely challenging. So they how they handle the situation is they think about a few things to control this mess, such as addressing customer reviews across the board and finding patterns in their demands. And they also improve understanding of customer preference and forecast their next wants and give clients a variety of options so they can select the one that best suit them. Next, Mr. Rija also facing such as unable to maintain service standard, which is travel agency will think about advising the best hotel for clients, but they also might overlook the standard of the cab or vehicle service that the customer will regularly use while they were there. Travel agencies are unable to consistently maintain their service requirement for such randomism. To resolve this issue, travel agent in this case should be well aware of the condition of cabs, private vehicle, train compartments, and other comparable commuting. To resolve the issue, Mr. Rijal company be well aware of the condition of cab, private vehicles, train compartments, and other comparable commuting areas to resolve such concerns. As they travel, it will enable them to provide exceptional customer experience. Next, the most Mr. Rijal company faces an inconvenience of customer with respect to the booking procedure. Currently, a majority of travel agencies use telephonic calls for booking flight, hotel, and other facility as per customer requirement. So, they overcome this challenge by developing a mobile application that enable them to expedite the booking process and provide consumer with total transparency over the progress of their booking.
Hi, I am Lena and I will explain for the next points. A travel agency called Jalan Jalan Sempurna offer a wide range of services including accommodations, job sessions and other packages such as like snorkeling, diving or job hopping. Since there is a high demand for Jalan Jalan Sempurna, they continually enhance their offerings while upholding high standards for customer service. Jalan-Jalan Sempurna always gather surveys and customer feedback from the actual customers in order to maintain the services improving. Jalan-Jalan Sempurna may decide to take the service digitally in order to acquire data from surveys regarding customer feedback or customer certifications. Because before this, Jalan-Jalan Sempurna collecting feedbacks and also survey from the customer, I mean like verbally. So in future, my Jalan-Jalan Sempurna can improvise in terms of collecting the data in using like maybe Google form or digitally forms to take the service from the customer itself regarding to their satisfactions. Since it is well known that Sempurna offers scenery tourism is the main driver of this sector. Sempurna also known as Malaysian Maldives. Consequently, there are numerous businesses in Sempurna that offer tour services, including Jalan-Jalan Sempurna. Since Sempurna has a beautiful scenery, Sempurna has been main attractions in Sabah. I mean, so one of the main attraction in Sabah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zarina Binti Zakaria. So I'll be continue the presentation with item G. What are some challenges in serving communication and how can they overcome? So there is 4 challenges happening in travel agency. And the first one is slow response time. Second, failing to understand what customer needs. Third, handling angry customer. And fourth, lack of real-time engagement. So the first one, slow response time. So nobody likes waiting on hold. Customer will always choose a company that provide better customer service. Furthermore, they will tell their friends and family about their experience. So one of the way to handle this situation is by using live chat. which allow handling multiple chat at the same time, which help agents deliver faster response. They can hire sufficient resources to manage conversation at ease without having clients wait for a long time. So we proceed with the second one, failing to understand what customer want. Customer can have a hard time explaining what they want. Customer service interactions is understanding the customer needs, and the best way to satisfy them is by using the customer service, by identifying the best solution based on the company process and procedure, because they need to build a relationship with the customer that instill trust. The third one, handling angry customer. Angry customer can bring down the good names of the company, and their response can make the customer a good and bad promotion for your business. The challenges is to handle the angry customer gracefully. Always remember, customer is frustrated with the company and product, not a person. One of the ideas to handle an angry customer is to give a freebie to the customer after the conversation ends, and it will help to handle the angry customer. For lack of real-time engagement, customer needs instant assistance and at time. Live chat is not just enough. There is a need to view the problem or have a face-to-face conversation for getting the right solutions. Face-to-face live video helps to identify the problem. Further, we can deliver the right solutions. Also can build trust through personalized chat. So we proceed with develop a blueprint for a service process with all the typical design elements in place. So service blueprints go several steps deeper and combine the customer experience with all the employee action and support process that may or may not be visible to the customer. These are the type to develop blueprint for a service process with all the typical design elements in place. For the first one, identify service process. Firstly, it is necessary to understand the primary purpose of creating the blueprint. One, it is clear it can be identified which process to start with. Second one, customer segment identifications. The second step is to understand how many type of customer will be there for the service and understand their needs and requirement. So for those different type of customer, the service can change from segment to segment. The third one, mapping on stage and backstage, contacting member actions. In this step, the need is to gather information through questionnaire from the operational employee, which help gather the relevant information on the activities they perform and which are behind the scene. This activity also involves the technology, if any, use of the delivering the service. The third one, linking of contact activities to support functions. In this step, the need is to map the support process that the employee relies on to carry out the interaction above the line of interaction. Once the support functions are identified, it has to be linked with the contact activities. The final contact, lastly, the blueprint can also include elements such as metrics, time indicator, and employee emotion. Once it is complete, the blueprint is ready to be shared with the team to understand the service better. But if you increase the number of customer independent activity in any service, there are less number of contact points between the customer and the supplier, which resulting to a difficult to understand the customer interest in the service offering, as the customer isn't the co-producer at any point of the service bundle productions, hence increasing market risk.
Thank you, Zarina. Okay, my name is Hadika. So regarding the Jalan Sempurna have faced some challenge, which is part of them is the customer satisfaction. So it's related with the cycle of failure. So Jalan Sempurna was the agency which is service for the customer, travel service. As we know, customer service are the main role and more important in this industry, because if customer not satisfied package or the service they are provide. So, in my opinion, the cycle of the failure was in fact the cycle of the success. If Jalan-Jalan Sempurna, satisfied of giving all the customer one or request, they will fulfill the successful in the company such as sales improvement, but new customer and repeat customer. Thank you. So in my opinion, the cycle of the failure will affect the cycle of the success. If Jalan-Jalan Sempurna satisfied of giving all the customer one or request, they will fulfill the successful in the company such as sales improvement, but new customer and repeat customer. Thank you.
Doktor,
Yeah, thank you very much.
nak present next boleh?
Boleh sama grup berapa?
Grup 3.
3, okay. Thank you group 2 such a extensive presentation.
Boleh nampak kan?
Boleh nampak.
Dah dengan suara, masa share tu share dengan video atau audio content sekali.
Audio content. Sekejap
Kat atas tu dia ada kotak-kotak, tekan share komputer audio.
Macam mana saya nak stop? Share computer audio. Mana? Kotak-kotak.
Tekan butang share.
Aha. Oh, okay.
Kat atas tu.
Dah boleh dengar? Ada suara tak?
Ada.
Okay.
Video tu tak dengar lah, Salma.
Apa dia?
Video tak dengar.
Video tak dengar? Kejap saya stop kejap.
Tak ada suara.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Linda Izzi. Today I will share my project group, which is company SMJ Money Transfer. First, my group members is Salma, Nur Adila and Ahmad Izzat. SMJ company group is part of Strata Group company, which capital more than 12 million and have 9 company in Malaysia. SMJ is one of the remittance operator of choice among immigrants, foreign worker and expatriates in Malaysia. SMJ has extended its client base to include not just individual client but to corporate client as well as GLC, multinational and SME. So next, pass to Salma.
Okay, hi, good evening. I'm Salma, will be present about the services. So over here we have SMJ, which is a company that doing a money transfer or money changer that have been well known worldwide in Malaysia. So the base of the SMJ is in Johor Bahru mainly, but have spreaded throughout Malaysia via kiosk. So SMJ provides service such as a money changer to exchange the currency and the international remittance, and also the it's not e-wallet, it's a internet what is name? It's a E1, which is through mobile phone to do the transfer, to do the exchange. So other than that, SMJ also provide many businesses to do business with them, which is join the partnership. And some more, they also engage with the corporate remittance to engage with corporate business for their services. For their challenges, I will pass to Aizat for more explanation.
Okay, thank you, Salma. I'm Akmal. Okay, for SMJ services challenges, okay, there are a lot of challenges that we can see, but I will list out 5 main challenges that we are facing on daily operations. Okay, first is the language barrier, and then secondly, fulfilling customer expectations, next handling angry customer, and dealing with service provider or agents, and lastly hiring or training service professionals and high skilled workers. Firstly, on language barrier. So SMJ have a varied background and nationalities of customers. There will be Indonesian, Bangladesh, Vietnamese, Burmese, Philippines, Nepali, and etc. The main India flights available are limited to only Malay and English. Frequently, communication will always be a tricky problem to deal with. With a language barrier or communication problem, it will be hard for the seller on the counter to fulfill customer expectations. Maybe there will be some miscommunication issues regarding the receivers, beneficiary account number, and at the end will result in a very bad condition, such as wrongly transferred amount to a wrong beneficiary account. Okay, so on how they are handling their customers. This is where the customer service department has to ensure that the transactions are safe and expected to be received by the receiver. And lastly, number 4 is dealing with service provider or agent. The service provider in Malaysia, the company will experience service issues from the counterparty, which is a foreign bank in receiving country, such as insufficient funds, fluctuating rate, or system malfunction are few common issues that will occur. And lastly, to hire and to train service professionals and high-skilled workers. For this company, a player in money services business, hiring a high-skilled talent is one of the crucial things. As per rules and regulations from the Central Bank of Malaysia, hired staff must not classified as a financially high risk, which have listed in a bankruptcy or outstanding debt, poor secret or secret scoring, and also need to be provided with AMLA and CFC training. AMLA and CFC is anti-money laundering and counterfeit terrorism. All the staff are required to have this kind of training to ensure they are compliant with the SOP and regulations from the Bank Negara. So next is a service process and blueprint. As we can see, the transaction links, the service offered by the SMJ are quite similar to when we're doing a transaction over the counter in the bank. Okay, we as a customer and the bank staff, the teller, will process our transaction either to deposit it into our bank account. Okay. So I pass the next topic to Adila.
Okay, thank you, Akmal. My name is Adila. Okay, now I will talk about key barriers for SMJ, break the cycle of failure and move into the cycle of success. The cycle of failure signifies a situation in a service organization where employee turnover is high and the level of employee morale is low. Due to uncompetitive compensation they receive, an efficient associate with workplace and job design and a range of others reasons. It is possible for service organization to break free from cycle failure to cycle of success. The compulsory condition for the cycle of success is increase the level of satisfaction of internal customer through various measures and initiatives. They have two initiative. One is analysis of service profit chain. Service profit chain is a method on how leading companies link profit and growth to loyalty, satisfaction, and value. Service profit chain theory revolves around the fact that customer satisfaction starts with good staffing and treatment of one on employee. Committed employees are sociable and convey this to the customer. For analysis of service profit chain, SMJ Teratai Sdn Bhd need to consist of all activities involved in the direct link between an organization service providers and customer or client. It is the manager task to create a culture in which employees are optimally facilitated and can grow. Therefore, managers invest a lot of time in hiring the right employees and will do anything to include them in the decision-making process and help them improve. This way, the service profit chain will have the potential to success. The second way is enhancing the internal service quality. To build cycle of success, SMJ Teratai must acknowledge the employee's skill and capabilities by looking at their experience, work or education to ensure they can upgrade their skill in doing their work. SMJ Teratai also need to motivating their employee, like offering them an award for achievement that they have done. Like example, SMJ Teratai Sdn Bhd reward the staff that able to achieve the company target or getting new agent for their company. In this way, company able to expand their business and the worker able to get their reward. Okay, for the conclusion, We able to meet the objective of the research where we can conclude that SMJ Teratai able to expand their business if they keep improving their service and offer more product and then other money changer company by following the current situation in their business. SMJ Teratai able to show that they can improve their money changer business in many ways with offering the best service to their customer. With the skill of worker able to increase customer satisfaction toward the SMJ Teratai and able to build trust of customer. However, SMJ Teratai able to overcome the problem by using cycle of success step in improving their money changer business. The higher of employee satisfaction, the higher of customer satisfaction. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope many more
Okay, so that's all from our group, which is we explain about the SMJ Teratai services that they provide to the customer, include the foreign people, Malaysia people who want to exchange with other currency, and also corporate business, and also provide opportunity for other consumer or other businesses to have partnership with them. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, SMJ. I hope you provide more information in your report. Yes, sebab dalam slide tu macam tak ada banyak sangat.
With one slide. Tapi dalam report semua ada. Dekat poster semua ada.
Alright, thanks.
Okay.
And I think group berapa yang belum present? Group 1 ya? Hi you all, group 1 ada ke untuk present?
Kejap doktor, kejap. Saya buka, baru nak buka laptop doktor, sekejap
Okay, we'll wait.
Okay.
Hi, a very good day to Dr. Zafir and friends. My name is Siti Hasmira binti Ramli, and actually, me and my friends will be presenting for the Grab service that has been discussed for the group assignment by today. Overall, we have 5 members in these groups. First of all is me, Hasmira. Second will be Rizki. Third will be Akmal, and the fourth one will be Izzat and Naventran. So we will expose and also explain about the Grab service that we have made. As we can see, Grab is a unique type of service that has been provided for the car service and also food delivery. A sample of service that Grab has been provided to us, to people out there, is a Grab transportation by including the taxi and private car, Grab motorcycle and ride sharing, Grab food. Grab food is the most people know out there because we are using it since PKP. Grab market. Okay, Grab market, you can buy the groceries item from the grocery shop that has been provided in the Grab apps, which is online shopping.
Alamak doktor, saya rasa yang ni punya video tak ada suara kejap
So you can redo and send me the link later. Boleh?
Boleh, actually I rasa yang part ni je yang tak ada suara, part lain ada suara.
Okay.
Sekejap
You want to
saya.
fast forward?
Okay, I fast forward kejap. Sekejap
We can explain about some of the Grab background that we can know and we can learn. So the founder of the Grab is by Anthony Tan and Hoi Liang Tan in 2012. Anthony came with the idea of launching a ride-hailing service while finishing his master program at Harvard Business School. So after that, they spent around $25,000 to build the apps in Malaysia that we call is MyTaxi. After that, on 2013, MyTaxi has been rebranded to the Grab Taxi. So this brand has been promoted in Thailand, Singapore, and also Philippines. A few years later, it has been promoted in Malaysia as well. So after that, on 2015, they are rolling a Grab bike in Vietnam. Okay, that has been exposed to them that Grab has a Grab bike, which is people can ride the bike as fast transportations and by using a car. This has been launched in Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand, while Malaysia is still under the Grab car service. Okay, and then on 2018, owner of the Grab has been exposed and has been launched for the most popular apps that we are using is the Grab Food. And in Indonesia, they are not using a Grab Food, but in Indonesia we call it Gojek. Gojek is like people sell food by using a motorcycle, but in Indonesia, motorcycle will be called Gojek. Okay, and on 2018, that one is 2018. On 2019, Grab announced that they will build a new corporate official company in Singapore, which is a good one to people know and is a good one for people see Grab have their own official company. And during COVID virus, Grab has been exposed and promoted about the Grab Mart, Grab Assistant, and others service that they have been provided. Mostly time to time, if we can see here, Grab has been exposed a lot of things to people out there to use their apps and also their service provider. For the positioning of the Grab company based on industry attributes, Grab is by no means the only competitors in the market, and there is many players that have been rising over the years that has forced their head in the ring of the food delivery service and ride-hailing, while they more fundamentally provide the same type of service. Grab is in a league of its own compared to the rest of the players. At this core, Grab is strategically different from competitors, which suggests an edge for the long-term outperformance. So if you can see here, ride-hailing food delivery market competitive spectrum. Okay, and the food delivery, the ride-hailing industry, Grab primarily contains groups and can be categorized in 4 main strategic groups. Depends on their skills and the degrees of horizontal diversification. On the left side, the spectrums are firms that are pure play either in a food delivery or ride-hailing, and contracts with the firms on the right side that offer a high integrated super apps that range past food delivery and ride-hailing to other services such as e-commerce, digital banking, insurance, logistics, and many more. Grab is a strategic group of their own with highlight scale productions and highly different service. Method, the Gojek is highly penetrated in terms of e-commerce, but the food delivery service is still not fully fledged out in that country. As you can see, Grab is positioned to compete other competitors in the long-term run, even if they are demonstrate the same characteristic as the super apps due to the sheer scale that it operates at and how diversified its offering have become. As a My Grab service using customer-focused strategy. Okay, as we can see in the graph, Grab understood that its super app strategy of expanding access to critical everyday service and creating income opportunities for certain ASEANs would be key of success. Consumer get access to an integrated set highly relevant everyday service from on-demand mobility to delivery service e-wallet and more all through a single apps. Deliver partners are able to minimize their earning powers through Grab Share Fit strategy, where drivers can take on both ride-hailing and food delivery works. Merchant partners choose the Grab platform to minimize their earning, as Grab doesn't just give them access to a wider consumer base by also providing training, ad solutions, insights and tools to help them make the most of the platform. Also, the Grab Super App is highly signative ecosystem designed to drive values of consumers and income opportunities for driver and merchant partners, while also lowering platform cost of service over time. As the Grab grows the numbers of consumers and partners on the platform, it's able to more effectively leverage existing assets to launch new service, cross-sales to exit user and drivers cost effections across its different offering. As we can see, its consumer lifetime value of channels. They use social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and capture the target market audience. Increase Grab's brand awareness through a spread post. This will not only archive the effect increasing the sales volumes, but also create an interpersonal feelings by communicating through visual and sounds, compliments and shows ideas of utilize the new Grab car economy, such as economy lah. One example can be seen when Grab created a hashtag community for the consumer to share their interacts with their experience with Grab, encourage the contributivities feedback for the improvement.
Assalamualaikum Doktor. So saya akan teruskan presentasi tentang suggestion new innovation service. So untuk Grab, diorang buat innovation service tentang Grab and Go application ataupun work group. Opportunities that might be create an extension for current or new markets. Originally designed as an emergency evacuation resource for school, nursery or playgroup, Grab and Go can also be used as a working group for simple, short work. In addition, one Grab and Go can be joined to another. It's come in 4, 6, 10 and 12 child option. It's a fantastic alternative to traditional working groups, working rings, children risk, strap and children working groups. It can also be used nursery and preschool, fire drill and emergency evacuation practice. Each child simply holds on to the collar handle or can be linked to the product with a Velcro fastening on the handle for increased safety. In emergency situation, it's essential to the children and adults are able to stay together and move quickly to safe area. While an advocate of young children and actual emergency situation may be much more challenging. For example, most teachers and others adults have not experienced a true fire emergency and may be unaware of visual and physical effect of dense smoke and heat. So the impact might be this extension have on its present service is have adults supervise get children out of nursery or preschool easily and quickly. Product includes high width element for increased visibility in dark smoke filled areas or indoor areas. Children can hold onto handle or be linked it for increased safety. One Grab and Go can be joined to another. So the question of G is challenging in service communication Grab. So there are some of the challenges of communication Grab. So first is bargaining power of supplier. The bargaining power of supplier for GrabCard is perceived to be software and hardware developers of the application. In order for GrabCard to operate smoothly with little or no hiccups, the developer have to constantly upgrade the system to fix bugs and into the speed and function. What is the problem is one of the most common service challenges is customers struggling to explain their issues. Some do not understand what is wrongly exactly, and some too anxious to explain the problem coherently, especially over the phone. Others may experience difficulties understanding your customer service rep due to excessive use of technical jargon. This may upset both party. You cannot help them, and they annoyed if you ask too many questions without offering any solution. So the challenge number 3 is not working an answer. Some client can present unique customer service challenge not written in the book. Client often need to either wait before you can figure it out, get transferred to more knowledge person. It stands for hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, and diagnose. And rewind. You should not get straight to solving their problem because you need to calm the angry customer down first to need service issues. The work to help them. A small present and your conversation on a positive note. Even though your business may have made a mistake, find the customer below.
So for question H, so the elements will